Urgent, Commanders fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Commanders news. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Commanders have begun contract extension talks with Terry McLaurin. The Commanders traded for Deebo Samuel, but they want to make sure they keep Terry McLaurin long-term. To that end, the team has had preliminary contract talks with McLaurin's representation, General Manager Adam Peters said Monday via the Washington Post. "We want to make Terry a Commander for a long time," Peters said. McLaurin is entering the final year of his deal due to make a base salary of $15.5 million this season, his annual average of 23. $2 million ranks 16th behind even Samuel's 23, $85 million annual average. McLaurin, a third-round pick in 2019, had a career-best 13 touchdowns in his first season playing with a franchise quarterback. He caught 82 passes for 1,096 yards, his fifth consecutive 1,000-yard season. McLaurin had 919 yards in his rookie season, his only season without 1,000 yards. "He's a great commander," Peters said. "He got better and better as the season went on, not only as a player, but as a leader. It was really impressive to see him grow. So much. You think of Terry as this pristine, polished player, but then he got even better, so it's really cool. Everybody can get better, even the great ones. So we've had talks with Terry's representation, and I think just like any talks, we'll have those will stay in the house. But it's been really positive. McLaurin could skip off the voluntary offseason program without an extension. He did that in 2022 before the sides agreed to a 3-year, $6 million deal in early July. Pausing this news, just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Commanders news to you, it's very important that you leave a like. On this video, thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Commanders a fit for Pro Bowl chain mover in free agency is winding down, but that doesn't mean the Washington Commanders should be done adding veteran talent, especially when a Pro Bowl chain mover is still available on the market. The free agent in question is former Chicago Bears wide receiver Keenan Allen. He's a good fit for the Commanders, according to Bleacher Report's Mo Moton. He pointed out how 2024 NFL Draft #1 pick Caleb Williams relied on Allen in a directionless offense that finished with the second fewest passing yards and 28th in scoring for the 2024 campaign. The veteran receiver converted first downs on 43 out of his 70 catches. Moton believes Allen can do the same for a team with a young quarterback in the upcoming term. Perhaps the Tennessee Titans will reach out to him, though he could be looking for offers from playoff contending squads after a frustrating year in Chicago. The Commanders tick both boxes as a contender led by a gifted young quarterback in the form of Jaden Daniels. Last season's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year would surely appreciate Allen's enduring and niche skills coexisting nicely with Terry, McLaurin, and Deebo Samuel. Keenan Allen would make Jaden Daniels better wideout with Allen's knack for getting open, would only be good for Daniels' development. As Moton pointed out, Allen remains a chain mover who can be a reliable red zone threat. Few receivers work as well between the numbers as Allen, at least when he's healthy. Staying that way has been a problem for a 32-year-old who's only completed a full season 4 times since entering the pros as a third-round pick of the then San Diego Chargers back in 2013. When he's avoided injury, Allen has been a consistent safety valve for his quarterbacks, particularly on third down. Allen turned 43 of his 70 catches into first downs last season per Pro Football Reference. He also averaged 2 yards on Football's money down, according to ESPN. Allen's lasting talent as a coverage beater from the inside makes him an ideal complement to McLaurin and Samuel. Commanders can build elite trio of wide receivers. McLaurin is already a game-breaker, but one who does his best work from the perimeter. His skill set suits offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who likes an outside receiver to be the focal point of his passing game and rarely moves his go-to target. Kingsbury will be able to motion Samuel around formations, since the All-Pro has long been a roving dual-threat playmaker. What's missing is a natural from the slot. Enter Allen, who played 364 slot snaps in 2024. Per player profiler. His expertise in this area makes Allen an instant upgrade over last season's third-round pick Luke McCaffrey, who struggled to make an impact. Combining Allen with McLaurin and Samuel would equip Daniels with an enviable trio of pass catchers. Doing so fits the winnow mode the Commanders have been in this offseason, a team-building philosophy exemplified by the trades for Samuel and All-Pro left tackle Laramie Tunsil. Shaking loose a few more free agency dollars for Allen would be smarter than using the draft for receiver help, especially when finding a rookie to replace a starter in the backfield makes more sense. Marquee Commander signing takes resolute stance amid contract criticism. Javon Kinlaw has heard the criticism. The Washington Commanders didn't make many big splashes in free agency. Adam Peters opted to maintain the same formula of finding veterans on one-year deals who could provide short-term assistance. His one major financial outlay brought a fair share of criticism attached. The Commanders saw something others didn't in defensive lineman Javon Kinlaw. His career might not have gone according to plan so far, but Peters thought his big-bodied capabilities could help Washington improve in the defensive trenches after Jonathan Allen's eventual release. Kinlaw got a 3-year, $45 million deal with $30 million guaranteed. Most analysts viewed this as an astonishing overpay based on his current career trajectory. These scathing assessments haven't gone unnoticed by the former first-round pick. Peters was part of the San Francisco 49ers front office that spent the number 14 overall pick on Kinlaw. He remains supremely confident that the interior force can make a lasting contribution. Again, this hasn't gone unnoticed by the South Carolina graduate. Javon Kinlaw wants to repay Commanders' faith after lucrative contract. Kinlaw is eager to repay the faith shown in him by the Commanders. He also clapped back at criticism regarding his contract, stating a belief that his production is getting better every year heading into another new challenge. It's about the belief and that these people believe in me. They see the progression. Every year I've gotten better. I'll continue to get better. Javon Kinlaw via ESPN1 wouldn't have expected anything less from someone with a big point to prove. However, not many New York Jets fans would hold a similar opinion after watching Kinlaw fluff his lines last time around. Kinlaw was perceived as lackluster by most and a complete liability by others. Not even having a stud defensive lineman such as Quinnen Williams alongside him turned the tide. The Jets were never going to keep him around, with many analysts projecting another one-year prove-it deal somewhere in the hope he finally put everything together. The Commanders went one step further. They gave Kinlaw long-term financial security and bet big that this sort of environment could help him flourish. It's a big gamble, but one that has significant rewards attached if this confidence proves fruitful. Washington has Darren Payne and Johnny Newton, so Kinlaw's role will allow the Commanders to have a potentially productive interior trio to rotate. The likes of Sheldon Day and Jalen Holmes will bolster the depth chart, and acquiring another dynamic prospect from the college ranks couldn't be dismissed either. Kinlaw will have more scrutiny on his shoulders than most. With more money comes increased expectations. He'll know that better than anyone, so having renewed focus and capitalizing on being part of Washington's exciting project with a sound locker room culture is essential. If he can do that, the Commanders will get some bang for their buck. And, as is always the case with signings like this, nobody will be moaning about the price tag if Kinlaw ends up becoming a legitimate difference maker when competitive action resumes. The jury is still out on that. But make no mistake, Kinlaw is highly motivated to silence his critics. And now, Commanders fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Commanders. I'll be back any moment with more Commanders news. We want Dallas.